Well, this is weird. Voice is a little shot from singing earlier. I like to sing in the car. I have a cable going in through a TV and into a capture card. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've done to this here, using this as a controller. I have gone in and added a bunch of Decky mods. Once you get Decky and a couple of other things installed, you can do all sorts of crazy stuff. Change animations. As you can probably tell by the music, it's not quite right. We got the Pora pad and the 3DS home menu. Vibrant Deck is a must. It makes everything a little bit prettier by upping saturation. I don't have it up too crazy. It makes a difference. And then Deck Roulette, that's another one, it's a fun one. Press this, you go in, you get to pick a certain group of games, and it will just randomly pick one. If you can't pick what you want to play, you just Curse to Golf, an instant classic, good time. I'm running it in the stable channel. I went in and allowed, because of power tools, simultaneous multi-threading, having it go up from 4 threads for the 4 cores to 8 threads. I don't know if Valve has actually gone and adjusted that themselves yet, but I did, and it's been working great ever since. The big one that you want to mess with is cryo utilities. Go to desktop mode. See you on the other side. Cool. Cryo utilities. This tool right here will make a huge difference. CryoBite33, follow him if you're not already. The guy's a wizard. He has all of the tutorials to do everything that you would need. Cryo utilities is great. EmuDeck is the other thing that is just absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to mess with this too much, but I do want to show you what it is. Decky controls. Yes. And this is where you get the rest of the plugins. Plugins are your friends. Everything is really self-explanatory. You can get this on your Steam Deck just by going to emudeck.com on the browser that's on the system. It's really that easy. So it is emudeck.com. You just click here, follow the instructions, watch a tutorial. Again, unless I get a second deck, which I can't afford, I would love one. Click here, follow the instructions. It's really self-explanatory. I think they're even coming out with a Windows version soon. This is where you get power tools, the stuff to unlock the CPU, and a handful of other things. It might look a little bit different for you because you'll be full screen on the deck. There's a lot you can do with this. You can get emulators. Of course, you got to get your own ROMs, own the games that you have. It's just how it works legally. This is where you can put your ROMs, the ones that you own. All right, holy crap. Been waiting for this for a while. Attention. Plug it in and power it on. Okay. With my luck, I'm going to be that one guy who gets the one that doesn't power on. Hello, charging brick. It's a nice brick, actually. Feels quite nice. And paperwork for the Steam Deck. Anything important? Nothing I think I need. And in a bunch of different languages. One box in the box down. Steam Deck. There we go. It's deck time. I don't know, this is so cool to me. This is so cool. Alright, they give you a little pouch. I forgot about that. I like that. It's got a little drawstring on it. Not bad. Quite see-through. Breathable. Again, power plug up close. Oh, come on. You can do it. You can do it. It couldn't do it. Alright. I had to threaten it a little. It's not auto-focusing anymore, hopefully. Oh, it's still zip-tied shut. Gotta have scissors around here somewhere. I got some hammers. Not scissors. I'll be right back. Oh, that was easy. Neat. Oh, that's the back. Oops. Ta-da. Well, that's pretty slick. It's crazy to actually have one in front of me. No fingerprints, no smudges, no nothing. That's pretty nice. Oh, it's light. Comfy. Oh, that's really comfy. Oh, that's cool. Wow. I'm actually impressed. This is impressive. Holy shit. Let's see if it's got any juice. Doesn't seem to. No power. It had power. I'm an idiot. Still though, I'm really impressed by the way this thing feels. Holy crap. Triggers feel good. The bumpers feel good. They have a good angle on them. You can hit them from anywhere. That's really comfy. A, B, X, Y are pretty standard. They move well. You can easily touch them. They're a little close together for my big thumbs because I can literally press all of them at the same time. But that also means I can press them like a D-pad. Speaking of, the D-pad is good. It's actually pretty good. It seems to have been well made. I don't know how these clicky trackpads are going to be. The back button ones are just the right amount of force. Like I can hold it and I'd never press them on accident, but they're not hard to press either. By the way, this is the 650 model with the 512 built in and the anti-glare screen. I have mixed thoughts on this. After waiting months, I realized I probably could have gotten away with getting the cheapest one and a flash drive and a screen protector and spent less money, but I kind of wanted the best one that they had to offer at launch just for the sake of the collector in me. I love new handhelds. I've had every Nintendo handheld ever. I like this. I'm assuming this is a fiber cloth. It looks like it. A safety strap? Oh no, this is a pull it out tab. I like that. That's a nice touch. So this perfectly can even just sit right there to make it even nicer. Cool. I like it. I don't know where I put them, but I got some accessories for this in the mail today too. Oh, they're right in front of me. It's almost like I prepared for this. These sticker covers that are supposed to help with the wear on the pads that you touch a lot, they're just supposed to add like a little bit more tactile feedback with a little bit of texture and help them not wear down as fast. We'll see if they work. I'll let you know. Oh, and then this. This is a little third-party stand. It came with a user guide. It's a stand. Nice rubber on the inside. J-Socks. I actually like this brand. I've bought headphone adapters for them before. Let's see how this looks in here and if it touches the screen at all. It does not touch the screen, not even a little. That's cool. The purpose of this is stand mode, display, leaving it somewhere, charging, whatever, using it as a kickstand of sorts. This is nice. This is fancy schmancy. I have been putting off editing. I'm learning now, as you could probably tell. I couldn't figure out how to blur. As you can see, I just did. A lot has changed in the year to the day that I've had this. I've done a lot to it. I'm gonna do more to it soon, actually. I did a couple of dumb things with it. I put a screen protector on the fancy version. You're not supposed to do that. I couldn't help myself, I was curious. D-brand screen protector, works like a charm, easy to put on. These third-party touchpad covers, I love them. I got the D-brand thumbstick caps that can still detect your thumb presence. Got the J-Socks case, the J-Socks backplate, which if you've seen some of my other videos, you will have watched the process of me doing that. It was a lot of fun, actually. I have a mod that I'm doing soon involving this backplate, or more specifically, the new version of the backplate that I also have. We'll see how that goes. Subscribe if you want to see, obviously. I'm hoping to do it in the next week, even couple of days. I've just been so obsessed with Sea of Stars. It's so good. I'm also streaming that. It's been a blast. Please check it out. Another thing that I highly recommend is a backpack case, something like this. This was like 40, 50 bucks on Amazon. It has cutouts for the thumbsticks. It goes face in, straps in. If I go to the doctor and I'm there for a day or so, I take this with me. Say probably like half the time. Another thing that goes great with this kind of backpack case is a backup battery. This is the Henhot. Mine's 65 watts. Yours doesn't have to be. 65 is way overkill. The Steam Deck draws 45 watts tops, as long as it's got the right kind of charging. I think PD was the qualification. This will make it to where my Steam Deck can charge faster than it drains, or at least as fast as it drains. Highly recommended. That, and then of course, got a backup charger in here too, and a couple of cables. Nothing too crazy. Take this with you. It's nice to have. This is going to happen a lot. Just warning. But it's always fine. There will be a lot of cases where the screen will just go dark, something will go wrong, it will look like it is bricked. Hold the power button down, wait a little bit, turn it back on. And by a little bit, I mean like 5 seconds. Turn the power back on, it should load right back up. If it doesn't, Steam, Valve, they have a recovery tool that you can put on a micro SD card and plug just directly into the system and use it to flash or fix. I repaired mine once because I thought I broke it, and then I repaired mine a second time. I tend to tinker. I like to mess with this whole thing. I've almost tried to break this thing, for lack of a better term. It is incredibly robust, and it's just gotten better and better. And if you buy it through Valve, you have a 1-year warranty. I mean, I'm sure if you're like hitting it with a hammer and trying to load stuff you're not supposed to load on it, they're not gonna whatever. Kind of unrelated. I even changed out the thermal paste on mine. The thing runs like a dream. It's quiet. I really have no complaints. Point is, get a Steam Deck if you're thinking about it. If you have the money, of course, be responsible. It's freaking worth it. It's so comfy and it's pretty. Ooh, it's so pretty. Oh, I forgot to even mention, this case has a pretty nice little kickstand. The V2 also has a nice kickstand, which is why I bought it also, but that's for another project, which I'm hoping to do soon. Like I said, you'll see. Actually, it's not for the project. That's for if the project goes bad. Because it's going to be cutting into this one, which I do really like this grip, but it was 20 bucks and I have a goal. I need to learn how to use a Dremel. I've also unlocked the screen on this to go up to 70 hertz, which was surprisingly easy. Google 70 hertz Steam Deck. You just got to type in a line of code, maybe 2. You can even copy and paste it if you do it all on the deck. Bluetooth keyboards and mice also work really well on this thing. I generally don't use them, as you can do most of what you need with the device itself. If I did this again, I would have done this a little bit differently. I would have saved some money and bought the cheapest Steam Deck and gotten a different screen protector that has the matte finish on it anyway, as the screen protector that I picked negates the matte finish. It works really well. I've had this for a year to the day. You'd never know. I would have gotten the base version, gotten the SSD upgrade that I got, the 1TB Sabrin SSD. I would have gotten the 1TB micro SD card that I got, still having like a 2 terabytes on here. Works great. I still would have done Cryo Utilities 2 point something now, actually. On the 70 hertz refresh rate, EmuDeck, Decky Loader, all of the software stuff I would have done exactly the same. It does exactly what I need it to do. What's a trip, and I wasn't expecting this, I have a 3080 and 5900X in a baller system, and I don't game on my PC all that much. I game on this way more. This is super, super nostalgic, gaming and handheld. I grew up on Game Boy. I grew up on, like I mentioned before, on Nintendo handhelds. I had all of the American ones at one point or another. I still have a lot of them, actually. Handhelds have a special place in my heart. They always will. I wish that they made it a teeny bit smaller so that it was more portable, but works great. I even use this for streaming PlayStation 5 games. I use Chiaki. I kind of want to see if I can get PS Play to work on here, because PS Play works great on my phone. Final thoughts? Yeah, if you're going to do this, if you're going to get one, which I think you should, get the cheap one, get a micro SD card to start. 512 Samsung are $29.99 right now at the time of filming. I have seen them go no higher than $34.99 for the last couple of months. You're not going to really notice any degradation. You might have slightly longer loading times, but I mean by like a second or two. Everything will work off of that. It won't work as good, but it will work. Alternatively, you can get yourself a NVMe SSD for pretty cheap these days. You can get a 500 and a 500 micro SD card for under $100. I'm almost sure of it. That would be the route that I would take. Get a screen protector for sure. Doesn't matter which one you get. That is just, if this is going outside the house, get a screen protector. Ooh, look at all that shiny. The stickers are also surprisingly nice. I do quite like them. The cable that I'm using was some like $25 cable I got on Amazon. It charges the device through the standard charger that it comes with, and it puts out 4K 60 through HDMI. What surprised me the most about this is that I do game on this so much more than my gaming PC. Hands down. I don't play a lot of multiplayer games. I've played a lot of Call of Duty Zombies on this though. I mean, you can play multiplayer games. If you like Golden Sun, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy, if you like any of those single player RPGs, Harvest LSC of Stars, highly recommend. They both play like a dream on this thing. They're both really good games. I started working on this at like 8 a.m. yesterday, and it's 7 a.m. today. Crazy to think about. I could not edit a week ago. I have been learning and practicing a lot. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Video production has always been fun for me, but I never really got into it too much. This, or should I say this, does not look like the fruits of that much labor, but it really is. When you zoom out all the way, it's like, oh, that's like nothing. You zoom in a bit, you can see a little bit more of the details of like what all happened. By the way, a lot of these shots were chopped re-chopped, and then refused, and then re-chopped. I had fun with it. There's some funny stuff in here for sure. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm so tired. I did so much with this. My voice is shot, recording and whatnot. I didn't mean to end the video on a low note, physically low. I'm just tired. I feel like I did good work. I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. I've been laughing my ass off this whole time. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever. I will post links for stuff later. I am too tired to do it now, but I will post links to everything that I have in here that I mentioned, assuming that YouTube will let me do so. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much.